Welcome back, folks, and happy Thanksgiving. I wanted to make one more real quick video for the day. I was playing some Battlegrounds, and someone screenshotted my roster, threw it up on Discord, and we had a long discussion on it. It's pretty funny, so I thought I'd actually just make a quick video kind of describing exactly what I outlined in the Discord discussion, and maybe help some players out, because I didn't realize that people still weren't very clear on how the Battlegrounds bans work, and kind of go over sandbagging and what I feel like is actually legitimate strategic sandbagging. Not really sandbagging, but I think it's a genuine strategy that's employing legitimate thinking and a process to actually do something positive with your roster that's not just throwing up your top 30 biggest, baddest champions. So let me quickly show you my roster. As you can see, it's nothing but trophy champions and then a whole set of 4 stars. And I'll explain my thinking and why I do this and why it makes sense. Well, it makes sense for me. So specifically, as you guys know, I think I explained in the very first video I posted, I'm mostly a collector. I love to play the game for the collection. I like to buy the offers, rank up some stuff here and there. And I do some of the progression and story because I want the titles. I mainly want profile pictures and titles. I like collecting unique things. So I don't necessarily go for Paragon because I want to be a Paragon. I go for Paragon because I love that Paragon title. Same thing with Legend. I needed to get Legend because I wanted that Legend title and that banner. So that being said, I've never really paid much attention to the characters themselves. I haven't dove deep into their kits, into their utilities, into the champion knowledge. So I tend to, if I actually put proper effort into Battlegrounds, I tend to get wrecked because my champion knowledge just isn't there. I have the skill, my thumbs can move. Once I know a champion, I can do pretty well with them as long as I know a lot about the champion I'm fighting also, which most of the times in Battlegrounds isn't the case. I don't know much about Omega Sentinel or Cersei or Hulkling or Rintra or Bishop or Penny Park. I don't know anything about these champions, so I'm gonna get wrecked pretty much every time. I don't know the counters. Like the other day, for example, for the first time, someone dropped a Terrax on defense, and I thought, okay, yeah, Terrax is a jerk because he's got all that power gain. Not power gain, but his power is what generates his rock field or whatever. So I thought, I'm going to bring in Vision and just power control the crap out of him and keep him from gaining power. And what I didn't realize is you couldn't power manipulate, at least not with Vision, Terrax. And that was a big learning moment for me. Like, oh, okay, so that doesn't work. But that's just the problem, is I just don't have the champion knowledge. So what I did was, or initially, I went in and said, you know what? I put a lot of effort and a lot of time into collecting the trophy champions. What a great opportunity to showcase my hard work and just kind of show my trophy champions around and give people some free wins and whatnot, because you do get the points just for participating. You get more points if you win, but if you participate, you still get a decent amount of points just for participating. So I thought, I'll sit there, I'll let the clock run, I'll let someone get a free win, and I'll get a little bit of points towards the solo and alliance event. No harm, no foul, just an extra event that I gotta throw in my pocket and let the clock run. But when I did that, I found I started getting wins down in bronze and silver and gold, last season and the season before. And I realized people were struggling fighting my trophy champions. And I was like, okay, there's an unfamiliarity aspect. A lot of people don't fight the trophy champions that often, so you don't encounter them, so you really don't know how they work to be able to counter them directly every time. So I was like, okay, I'm just getting lucky on the unfamiliarity aspect, but I was like, you know what? The rewards are kind of decent. Why don't I put a little bit of effort into it? So I threw in some champions, and I started playing, and after a couple rounds and after a couple tweaking, I started to realize a really good strategy. And I'm not talking about sandbagging where you're throwing all your 1 stars and your set of 2 stars, and then you're like top 10 rank 4s and rank 3s. Because that, I think, is sandbagging, and that's not very sportsmanlike. But if you put some thought into it, and maybe you're a player that doesn't have a huge massive roster. You don't have a full set of rank 3s and up. You don't have 30 rank 3s or even rank 2s or max 5 stars. Maybe you're working with mid-range 5 stars or max 4 stars and a couple rank 1, rank 2, 6 stars. This strategy might be for you. What a lot of people don't realize is when you ban your opponent's champion, you also cut that champion off from you being able to use him. If you ban your opponent's Nick Fury, you will not be able to have Nick Fury in your kit to pull on your defense or offense. So what you can do is pick maybe 8 or 9, 10, maybe between 5 and 10 of the characters you hate fighting the most or you know the least about or you simply don't have good counters for. For me, those champions are Omega Sentinel, Cersei, Hulkling, Rintrah, Bishop, Penny Parker. The really annoying champions, at least for Kratos, because I don't really know much about them. I don't know who counters them. There might be a great counter for Rintrah. I don't know who it is. And, do I have them ranked up? Who knows? That's a question for, the philosophers. So that said, I figured, why don't I put those annoying champions on my roster so that when I see my opponent's ranked up versions come up, I can cut off their decent defenders while making my pool smaller for my better champions, my higher ranked champions. And it works. It's a great strategy. I don't think it's unsportsmanlike. I don't think it's sandbagging. I think it's taking a disadvantage of yours and turning it into an advantage. Still pick your great attackers. Still pick your great defenders. And then if you don't have 30 of great attackers and great defenders, get low versions of the defenders that are hard for you to counter, that you encounter often enough that it's worthwhile to have them take up slots so that you can ban your opponent's versions. Now, a lot of times I encounter legitimate sandbaggers. I'll encounter people that have 10 decent like rank 3s and rank 4s, some paragons that have 5 or 6 rank 4s and a bunch of rank 3s, and then they'll throw in 15 rank 1s and rank 2s. Excuse me. The thing about those rank 3s and rank 4s that they have, they're going to be my Rintrah, my Hulkling, my Cersei, and so on and so forth. So when I ban their upper level characters, it gives their pool of champions down to like less than 10 characters to pick from that isn't going to be a 2-star. So those sandbaggers get screwed. They get cut off at the knees. Whereas me, it's just making my roster smaller for my better champions. And are they going to have a gold pool and a Kang and, sorry about that, and other high-ranked trophy champions? Likely not. So the characters that they're banning on my end are not reducing their pool. So this is a strategy. It's a sandbagging strategy that screws the sandbaggers, in my opinion. Beyond that, I feel like, I'm putting trophy champs up. It's not like I'm putting my 4 stars and then putting my rank 4 Hercules and Doom and all the big bad characters that have the relics attached. Now I do have some relics on my pools just because they look amazing with a relic on them. That gold flashy is awesome. But all that said, and then again, I'm not picking my 6-star, rank 3 Magneto and Colossus and Hercules. Those 4 stars do well enough. A maxed out 4-star as an attacker, you will usually kill your opponent. I've taken down rank 3s and rank 4s with my 4-star Colossus and my 4-star Archangel and my 4-star Magneto because those guys are like ultimate counters to many champions. You have a Magneto, an Archangel, a Colossus, and a Herc. So even if I get drawn into my 4-star pool and I don't pick some of my better characters, I still have decent attackers. I still have guys that can hold their own, that if the opponent doesn't kill my defender, I'm usually still going to get the win with a 4-star attacker because it's such a good attacker while still keeping everything low, so I encounter those douchebag sandbaggers that have nothing but rank 3s, rank 4s, and then a full slot of rank 2s. Or not rank 2s, but 2 stars, excuse me. Anyway, I hope this has been insightful. I hope this benefits. I hope some of you guys gain a little bit from this. I don't like cheating. I don't like cheaters. I don't like modders. I wish every modder could be drugged through the streets. So I'm trying to share my thinking with you guys, share this strategy, share why I think it's legitimate. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you learned anything. Leave some comments down there. If you have recommendations or tips for your fellow community to help everyone in Battlegrounds, honestly, this mode is amazing for rewards. The rewards are some of the best rewards in the game right now. So, let's lift each other up, help each other climb these ranks, get all these milestone rewards, get these relics, get all these rank 6 or rank 4, rank 5 mats, to prep for the end game rosters here. But anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next time.